everyone, welcome back to Jessie's Hangout. I'm your host, Jessie G. Welcome. If you're new to the episode and to the channel, hi, I'm Jessie G. This is an open podcast series where I talk about all sorts of things. Jessie's Hangout is just a place to hang out, listen to some serious content, taboo type stuff here and there, and, just kind of things that normally you wouldn't hear people talk about. Some of the time, I should say, or most of the time, really. And I also do a 12-fact series, and I also do gameplays here and there, gaming crap here and there, I should say. And if you're interested in this type of content and you really enjoy these types of episodes and the 12 facts and gaming stuff, and it's something you're really into, hit that red subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified as to when I upload videos in the future and you don't miss out on anything. Also, if you check out the description box below this episode, you will see all of my social media and my second channel listed in the description. Go check those out. Also, if you guys haven't already, pause the video to read the open credits and the copyright disclaimer in the video, as well as any other things that I needed to put in there before the show starts. So without further ado, let's get into episode number 23. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 23. I did have to re-upload it because of the music. It seems like that's the worst thing about doing these episodes sometimes, is always running into music. And granted, I could get music and buy music elsewhere, but it kind of really defeats the purpose for me in a sort of a way. So I try to make my videos as interesting as possible. So I hope you guys enjoy my content still, and I hope that you guys will continue to listen to me babble about stuff. But anyways, today's episode is basically just kind of reminiscing. It's been about 4 years on YouTube, but technically it's been 3 years of Jessie's Hangout, which is crazy. Time flies like crazy. So many of these episodes between season 1 and season 2, so much went into it. There was drama behind the scenes with the channel, with everything. It was just a really crazy ride. This year's been absolutely insane. When I first started season 1, I had no idea what I was really getting into. I had to change everything about my channel. I was really kind of bummed about it, but sometimes things happen for a reason. And I was really glad that I did this. I was really glad that I started Jessie's Hangout. Jessie's Hangout means the world to me. It's something that I created, something that I came up with, a place for you guys to hang out and listen to me babble and see pictures that I show of different things that I may be talking about. And, just really getting a chance to really, not necessarily just know me, but, just kind of hang out and get to know and learn about things, and watch funny videos from time to time with funny episodes. That kind of thing, and listen to me talk about really interesting games or anything like that. So Jessie's Hangout really means a lot. Jessie's Hangout is basically a place where people can feel safe and not feel uncomfortable to talk about anything taboo, and a place where I can just hang out with you guys, talk to you guys about things, and and just have fun with it. And be serious when we gotta be serious, have fun when we gotta have fun, cry when we gotta cry, that type of thing. Anyway, season 3 is in the works. It will not be airing until January 2023. Not sure of the exact dates as to when I will do it. I did mention a couple, but I'm not sure exactly if that's when I'm going to do it. It kind of depends. I'm really trying to take my time with this season, because last season I had to not necessarily throw everything together. It came up faster than I was expecting, because some personal things came up, and it just kind of threw everything for a loop. And that first episode of season 2 was really hard. That was really rough. But I did it, and I was really glad that I did it. And talking about some of those things sometimes can be really hard, especially when you're somebody who has a really hard time explaining things, and having ADHD and having other learning issues. It can make things difficult in life. And this helps me a lot because it kind of teaches me a little bit more of how to explain things. You're never too old to learn things. You're never too old to try new things. You know, it really doesn't matter your age. What matters is that you're starting now. You're starting to try, and hopefully in the future you'll succeed more and you'll get more out of life, even though you already do, but still. Yeah, so episode of 2 of, the first episode of Jessie's Hangout it was pretty rough. The first episode of Jessie's Hangout season 1, that was crazy. I was really nervous. Like I said, I didn't know what I was getting into. That was crazy. Some other episodes of season 2 that I kind of had in mind to talk about. Some of these have a lot of meaning to them. Some of these were just really fun to do. Keep in mind when I do these episodes, I do these episodes with a lot of thought process behind them. I don't expect much as far as views or as far as somebody liking them. That does help me out, and I truly appreciate it. And I welcome anybody who wants to like a video and wants to leave a really nice comment and be respectful in the comments. I totally 100% welcome that. But when I went into this, I put as much thought process as I possibly can. And with season 3, there's a lot of thought process that went behind this. I had a lot of ideas. I had been sitting on them for a couple of months, so that helped because I started thinking more about it. I've been thinking about it for like 3 or 4 months now. So it's been a little bit easier, and I kind of have a bit more of a way of, writing things out and seeing things on a board, on my tablet, and on my phone, and what I write down in my notebook that I have for YouTube, and just kind of getting all the process of working things through and writing things out and getting the information and getting the research and trying to put as much as I can into it and just giving myself time with it. So that's the interesting and the fun part about Jessie's Hangout is new slate, new season, new everything. One of the episodes, I was really nervous about this, and I learned some things after the episode, a couple of months later after the episode. It was episode 8 of season 2. It was when I did the organization episode. I talked about 2 different ones. I talked about MMIW and Adventures with a Purpose. And the reason why I'm choosing to talk about this one is because there's some things going on that's hitting this organization that's making people second guess it, question it again, and look at it differently. There were some allegations made against the founder of Adventures with a Purpose. I'm not going to go into it because honestly, in my opinion, it's one of those things that you don't really feel it's your business, but you're going to at least say something with the Cliff Notes version of a way to where you guys are going, oh, okay, I see what she means. There was just some allegations that were made against him, and they were supposedly, sadly but true, and it hit the whole the whole organization, the whole meaning behind it, I feel really bad because Adventures with a Purpose, regardless of who the founder was, regardless of the allegations that are laid against him, Adventures with a Purpose always had a purpose. They had a number one purpose, and they always stuck with that number one purpose and was helping families. That's what Adventures with a Purpose is really all about. Regardless of their own personal struggles or their own personal matters, or whether it affects everything that they do from a daily basis, Adventures with a Purpose, it has a purpose. Despite the fact that there's a lot of things going on, it still has a purpose. Its number one purpose is helping families find missing loved ones, getting them the answers that they deserve to have. It's just like MMIW. They're helping Native American people and Native American women, and doing what they do, and and keeping up with the purpose that they do, and setting a standard for their purpose that they do, continuing to fight and do what they do to bring closure to the Native families who have been struggling because their loved one is missing and they don't know what's going on. So, that was a really, really tough hit when I found out about Adventures with a Purpose. I was absolutely floored. I really was a loss for words. I really didn't know how to really process it a lot. So you guys still should check out that episode for yourselves, and you still should check out their channel. I still believe that they have a good purpose, regardless of one person's mistakes or one person who did something they know they shouldn't have done and they did it anyways. It shouldn't affect what Avengers with a Purpose means. Yeah, sometimes there's going to be things that happen, and it's going to speak a lot for their reputation. But you also have to keep in mind that it's not about working with the founder. It's about working with the families. It's about giving them closure. It's about finding purpose. It's about doing what you know is right and doing what you would do if someone that you love was missing and you wanted to do everything in your power to help bring them home. And that's what I truly believe. I know that sometimes it's hard and it's easier said than done when it comes to that sort of thing, but that's what I mean. And that episode 8 was it was meaningful, and it was a lot in it, and I was nervous. and I was nervous. I was really nervous, but I was glad that I did it. Episode 20 was really awesome. It was the horror films episode. That was fun. That was really fun. Now, the episode 21 where I did the scariest places on Earth, oh my god, that was creepy. Some of the things I found out about some of the places, the 3 places I had, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, you guys, that was absolutely insane. I'm just saying. Season 1, where I did the episode of the Keepers in the Shanann Watts case, that was an emotional episode. It was one of my many memorable ones of that season. Season 2 had a lot of memorable ones, where I did one in Leicester. That was really interesting when I started my 12 facts. When I did one about Marilyn Monroe, that was pretty interesting. That was a good episode. There was a lot of good episodes in Season 2. Season 2 was a bit of a ride. It was a bit of a ride, to say the least. And I look forward to Season 3. I look forward to what it has in store for everybody. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I'm going to put my A-game effort into all of this. I really hope you guys will enjoy these episodes. I enjoy making these. This is a really good hobby for me. It's something I love to do, among other things. Those are just some of the episodes that basically scratch the surface of how much Jessie's Hangout really means, and how much this year has been crazy, and you guys' support has meant a lot to me. I know that there's not many subscribers, and I don't get as many views as most people, but I appreciate the views that I do get. I appreciate the feedback that I do get. So it's really interesting to do a lot of these. I've done a lot out of all of these too, so that I take a lot out of that too. So there's that. um, Anyways, stay tuned for season 3 and stay tuned for episode number 24. That is going to be my New Year's episode, and I kind of do a little bit of show and tell. I'm still kind of in the works of how I want to do that one, so you guys might see that episode after Christmas. You'll see this episode for this week, but the final episode of Jessie's Hangout until January of 2023, you'll see it after Christmas or before Christmas, depending on how and when I film it, if things don't get crazy beforehand. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope you guys had fun sitting down with me for a couple of minutes and listening to me babble about some of the seasons. I really enjoyed season 2. I hope you guys did too. I look forward again to season 3. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit that red subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll always be notified as to when I upload videos in the future. Also, check the description box out where I have all of my social media listed, and I have my second channel listed in the description as well. I hope you guys have an awesome afternoon, morning, or evening wherever you are watching or listening to this from, and I will see you guys for the final episode of season 2, and we will pick up season 3 in January of 2023, and I will catch you guys later.